Hey, my name is John, and these are my top 3 moments for Defiance, Season 3, Episode 7. My first favorite moment is Berlin and Von Bach. Von Bach is the arms dealer who sold the weapons to the VC, and he just happens to be Berlin's ex. And he is still very much in love with Berlin. However, Berlin is not so much in love with him. However, in the end, it turns out that they were both manipulated into breaking up with each other. My second favorite moment of this episode is Arissa telling Nolan that she loves him. In this episode, we also see Arissa shooting Tommy. Tommy actually did come back to shoot this scene, which was very cool and very sad at the same time. And she basically hits rock bottom and ends up telling Nolan that she loves him. And more or less, she forgives Nolan for all the crap that he put her through as a child. And my third favorite moment of this episode is Nolan's speech to the militia. He explains to the militia that the strong defend the weak. He's trying to convince the militia, the other Votans, that they should fight alongside with the humans. And this is just what they do. This is the right thing to do, is that the strong defend the weak. Not everybody is strong, and there are those people that are weak. And the strong, such as Arissa and the other people in the militia, need to defend the weak because it's just the right thing to do. My honorable mention this week goes to the scene where Kinsey is bathing Stama. This is a very awkward scene because Stama is extremely uncomfortable with this and extremely afraid of Kinsey. We saw in the previous episode that there's quite a rift between Kinsey and Tevgen regarding Stama. Kinsey is not at all happy with the relationship that Tevgen has with Stama whatsoever, and she just wants to get rid of and eat her. Get rid of and eat Stama. And so in this episode, we see Kinsey take that further and basically stick something into her mouth. We're not exactly sure what it was just yet, but it was a very uncomfortable and awkward scene for Stama. This was another great episode as usual of Defiance, and I really did like the part where Arissa tells Nolan that she loves him. And it's yet another turning point, another growing point in the character of Arissa. We've seen this throughout the season where she's just kind of struggling with trying to re-find herself after being affected with Urzu. And we also see that Amanda is very upset with Berlin for wanting to leave with Von Bach. Amanda calls her a coward, and Nolan is very unhappy with the situation as well. And when Berlin turns in her badge, Nolan basically tells her Defiance thanks her for her service. And he basically has nothing else to say about it. Of course, he would like Berlin to stay and fight, and even as much calls her out in his little speech to the militia. We also see Lieutenant BB's transformation into a full human. They stick a needle into his neck, and he transformed from half Indogene to half human into a full human-looking face, which is pretty cool the way that they did this. I love the prosthetics that they do on Defiance. The way they did that half Indogene and half human prosthetic was just absolutely amazing. I really do love that. But now we're seeing Lieutenant BB really come into his own in this episode, where he's leading the charge, this undercover charge into Defiance. Hey, if you like my recaps, please be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also follow me on Twitter @Suncast. That's SUNKAST. Thanks for watching.